Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansi. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a very, very interesting show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, my name is Charles Sabansi. My handle is CTABANZ. If you want to follow the channel, it's also the same name as the channel on Instagram. And also make sure you follow the Dreamers Pro podcast if you want the full show that's coming out today. So make sure you check that out. So yesterday was a very exciting day for me. There haven't been many games that I've been looking forward to this year on the calendar, but this was one of them. And it's going to be one of those. It was going to be the Lakers versus the Clippers, one of the more interesting matchups in the NBA because both of these teams don't travel for that game. They both play in the same arena. So it's always interesting. Now, historically, the Clippers have beaten the Lakers 11 times in a row, which is quite incredible. I think the last time the Lakers were able to beat the Clippers was back in 2020. That goes to show you just how many years it's been. And the Clippers have beaten the Lakers with Kawhi Leonard, without Kawhi Leonard. They just, for whatever reason, have had the Lakers number. And yesterday, before that game started, I actually put up a poll, and the majority of the people actually thought that the Clippers were going to win, and I was one of them, right? I mean, you watch a team win 11 games in a row. I don't know why all of a sudden you would feel that something was going to change, but a very small amount of people chose the Clippers to lose that game. So what happened? I was watching the game, and in the first quarter, Kawhi Leonard was going off. I think he scored 18 points in that first quarter. It was basically a tour de force. And the Clippers are coming off of a back-to-back, although they didn't travel, but they looked to be the more energetic team in the first half. Now, as I was watching that game, LeBron and these guys, because the Lakers got down, I believe it was 18 points at one point, but I could see LeBron and these guys essentially pacing themselves, at least LeBron. Other guys weren't really coming along like Austin Reeves and others. But LeBron seemed to be pacing himself, and they were able to cut the lead, I believe, by the first half. Let me go to the box score here. I think in the first half, the lead was, let me tell you the score in the first half. The first half, the Clippers had a lead of 40, let me see what it is. No, 61 to 48. So it was about a 13-point lead. But then it got to the third quarter, and that's when things started to change. In that third quarter, the Clippers only scored 24 points to the Lakers 39. Now, what happened in that third quarter? In that third quarter, Kawhi Leonard went ice cold. Although he scored 6 points in that quarter, but he only shot 37%. He was 3 of 8 from the field. And as a matter of fact, Kawhi scored 6 that quarter. Russell Westbrook scored 8. But on the Lakers side, D'Angelo Russell came on. He scored 12. Then Anthony Davis scored 12. Then LeBron scored 4. And then what happened? We get to the fourth quarter, and Paul George goes off for 20. Kawhi Leonard only scores 2, and he was only held to 2 field goal attempts. And it made sense because they were playing through Paul George. He was the hot hand. But then LeBron James goes and scores 12 points in the fourth quarter, shooting 5 of 6 from the field. And funny enough, with about 2 minutes left in that game, I actually said to myself, I kid you not, I said that the Lakers are going to win this game. And I was angry because I stayed up very, very late on my end to watch the game. So I said the Lakers are going to win this game. So what did I do? I put up a comment on the channel. I said, this is very impressive by LeBron. And I said, good win. Because LeBron James reminded the world why he's one of the 5 greatest players of all time. In that fourth quarter, LeBron reminded me why I have him as one of the 4 greatest players of all time. Now, if you disagree with where I have him, I don't care really. That's my ranking. But what I was watching was very impressive. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was very impressive given the moment, given the momentum swing, given how easy the game. You see, LeBron scores the easiest when he has his jump shot going. And he had his jump shot going. That's when he's unguardable because usually he scores from the paint. But when he has his jump shot going, then his offense really unlocks and things become very easy for him. and he had his mid-range pull-up jump shot going, and then you saw once he had his jumper going, the shots just became very easy for him. And the rim you could tell just opened up for him there. So to watch how he was performing, it was extremely, extremely impressive. I'm not even going to front. It was a very, very, very impressive showcase by him in that game. And to me, I think that was a must-win for the Lakers. They needed it. And LeBron ended up scoring 2 points in the overtime, but Austin Reeves scored 7. And I think the turning point in that fourth quarter, in that overtime, so essentially what happened was I wish the Lakers a good night. That they won the game. And then what happens? I then turn off my computer, and I was like, let me just open up the app on my phone and let me just look at it. And I look, and I saw it was like 117, 114 with like 30 seconds ago. I'm like, but they were just down like what looked like double digits. I'm like, how did that happen? By the time I put on my computer, I saw the game was tie, and it was going into overtime. I'm like, wait, overtime? So I then tune in, and then I see Paul George fouls out immediately. And Paul George was the hot hand for the Clippers in that game. He was a hot hand for them. And then Kawhi came on. He scored 8 points in that OT. But overall, I think it was a very good game, and LeBron is the one that impressed me the most. You notice we put stunned in the title. The reason I said the Lakers stunned the Clippers is because the Clippers had won 11 straight against the Lakers. So it was a stunning turn of events. To me, I think the Lakers deserve to win that game. Both teams blew leads in the end. The Lakers blew a very close lead. A very good lead at the end of the game to take the game into overtime. The Clippers blew a very big lead at the beginning of the game. But I think the team that executed ultimately came away victorious in that game, and I think the Lakers deserve to win. There are no moral victories here for the Clippers. Even though, yes, it was a back-to-back, even though Kawhi Leonard played 41 minutes, the Clippers were in a position to win that game ultimately. And as I was watching that game kind of transpire in that overtime, it led me to begin to ponder some other things about James Harden that I'm going to get to in another show. But overall, man, LeBron really showed. He didn't show that. I'm sure for LeBron James fans, they already knew this, but it was very, very impressive. I'm not even going front. You got to give it up. You got to give it up. Now, what we're doing now is something that other people that don't like our channel, that don't like some of our favorite, they would never do. They will never do. And I said, you know what? Let me be gracious to the Laker fans here. Now, it is fair to say that you guys still have some very obnoxious fans. I woke up this morning, some idiot wrote me like 2 books on Instagram, adding Paul George, adding Russell. You got to be a flaming idiot to do something like that. But somebody did that, and of course you're going to have those obnoxious morons that do that. But overall, man, it was a very, very impressive win by the Lakers. I think the Lakers now go to 3-2, and the Clippers go to 3-2 on the season. Excellent win, and I think LeBron James deserves every bit of credit that he's going to get for the rest of the day, because that was a very, very impressive win, and he showed up. At that age and in this stage of his career, it was absolutely spectacular. So my hat's off to LeBron James. My hat's off to the Lakers. You guys definitely deserve that win. And, good job for you guys. I thought the Lakers were going to be a good team this season, so this really doesn't surprise me. And I think they should keep this up moving on this season. They should keep this up. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comments section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.